Sit down, you little munchkin boy. Can you sit down, you little munchkin boy? Welcome. This is like one of the earliest streams we've ever had. Hello, Piggy. Almost home. Nice. I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was just going to be like, hell no. Yes, today we are having an early daytime stream. Gonna die in like 10 months. I'm stressed. What are you gonna die from? Still under the weather? When was I under the weather? I was like mildly workout injured like a month ago. Yes, the snoot. The snoot. Also, I don't think autism kills you, my friend. At least not directly. But the new chat census is out. Chat census part 2. So do command census. Fit check. Well, actually, I'll explain to you guys why I'm wearing this. So I'm wearing a top from Chew, and then I'm wearing a fucking tennis skirt. And then some earrings from Muxin. Actually, coincidentally, top and skirt from JP. Thank you, JP. But yeah, so I'm doing an early, I had to get all my shit done early, and I'm doing an early stream today because did not plan for this, but I got a free Keshi ticket. So I'm gonna go see Keshi, and I'm literally gonna leave like right after this stream. Do we unstable data 2 Jangle Towers pack? Then why do we have higher mortality rates? You tell me. I refuse to take part in the census because you were... Why? Because you're a liar? Runny nose? I mean, I just have a runny nose like 6 months a year. Kesha. Fuck Keshi, though. Who's Keshi? I didn't know she did all that stuff. Oh. I forget that to, like, non-Asian people, you guys might not know who Keshi is. Keshi is a singer. He's kind of like a sad boy, like, vibey singer dude. Like, the joke is, like, every Kevin Wing will go to the Keshi concert, and they look all the same. So, yeah, Keshi, he's very popular amongst Asian people that live in the West from, like, 18 to, like, 30. Everyone is, like, very horny for him, or whatever. I like some of his songs. I think a lot of them sound the same. But, like, it's a free ticket. Come on. I did answer. Yes. Thank you, my snoot. Yes, hello, Maya. So yeah, I'm literally going to Keshi like directly from this. I'm probably just I don't know if I want to metro walk or take an Uber. We'll see on the weather. But that's why I have like fucking rhinestones on my motherfucking face and shit. And I'm just gonna wear this fit with like some tall cream sweater boots. Oh wow, thank you, Maya. Thank you. But not as nice as your cats? Well, yeah, that's the point. Cats have the nicest snoots in the world. I've never seen more stunning snoots. How do you guys hear, like, can you hear the background music? But yeah, pretty much the joke about the meme that is about Keshi, and literally Keshi sees these memes, and he replies to them on, like, TikTok and shit. Big Boy's attacking a plastic bag. Is that, like, some dude who's in, like, an Asian frat will pick you up, and he'll, like, be like, you want to go get boba? While he's smoking a Nick stick. And then he'll like park in like a sus alleyway behind the boba shop, and he'll be like, you want to hear this indie artist? And then he'll play some Keshi, which is like the irony because Keshi's not indie at all. He's very mainstream. And then he'll like roll his seat back and lean back in his seat and be like so that's the meme. Update Twitch. Wow. Yeah, you gotta give a little refresh. Oh, good job, Big. But that, that's obviously not happening to me. Me and Culture are not on speaking terms. Why? But yeah, there's so many Kevin Wings at Keshi that people have been doing this experiment lately, and apparently it's been working, where if you just yell Kevin into the crowd, like a minimum of 5 people will turn around. So I'm like low-key tempted to do it, even though it's kind of cringy. Like, should I just go like, Kevin? And see how many people turn around? He didn't say hello. We haven't spoken in a while. Oh my god, I only took 1 day off. My god. But yeah, command census. Fill out the new chat census form. I assume everyone knows what a census is, right? I added some really fun and spicy and tasty questions in. Obviously I added general demographic questions, but of course I also added, like really fun questions in, like, are you a cuck? Or who's your favorite mod? Put on IG story when you do it. I mean, yeah, I will. I'm not going over the census for probably like another week, so I'll put it closer to then. Are illegals allowed to take the census? Everyone is allowed to take the census. You know what that comment reminds me of? My evil motherfucking landlord when I was in senior year of college, like was doing all this sus shit to our house or whatever. And then I was just like, she had a restraining order against her. I think I mentioned this. So she would always, like, there'd always be cops coming to the house because her name is on it. We'd be like, no, like, we're just students. Like, we don't have the restraining order against us. And then I remember she just kept saying to me, she would be like, I'm not illegal anymore. Please. Like, why are the cops coming? I'm like, because you have an restraining order against you, bitch. We're not fucking calling them. Is this officially anonymous? Yes, yes. You can Google it. Google Docs. Our Google Forms does not take your email. Computer in a few. TY for cooking advice. What'd you end up doing with it? Big. Don't fill it in, guys. Yeah, put in send a picture on the census form of your credit card, please. Daddy needs to pay rent. That would be very lovely. Thank you. But no, yeah. So, interesting. But yeah. Atheist. I know I typoed. I'll go fix it later. I told everyone that I literally was making it like 4 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. So I was just like, I might as well go do something somewhat productive. Do you want to get married? Probably at a point. But at the same time, I'm not like, here, I'll fix it now just so people don't bitch about it. I'm not like incredibly pressed about the idea that you need to be like, legally married. Like, it sounds good for tax benefits, but if I was ever, because I know people like this, if I ever was with a partner that like wanted like, you know, a monogamous life partner, but they were vehemently against like the institution of marriage for a legitimate reason, I wouldn't be like incredibly pressed about it. You know what I mean? Okay, give me one. Say hello, San. Bye, Katana. Why do you have a collar on? You've never seen a shirt before. All right, sorry. I forget you guys don't leave your houses. Okay. Okay, I fixed the typo. Fuck off. Oh, wow. Already 8 responses. How lovely. Hello, Niv. To Hotman, sorry, boss. Show your guns, baby. There you go. You look angelic. Thank you. I'm going to a concert later, so that's why I do. But I'm like, why the fuck is Keshi doing a motherfucking concert on like a Monday or something? Come on. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Love the outfit. Thank you to Dream. Hello, Niv. What is up? But yeah, shout out to my boy T-Cards for the spare ticket. One of his friends dropped out last minute, so I guess I'm just going with their group. I assume they will all be chill, since he is chill. You're from Alicia, you probably leave your house less than some of us. No, because I still leave my house every single day. Besides that, working from home. Because I actually made it a rule for myself that I have to leave my house every day. Every now and then I fail, but I do it because I think it's really bad for your mental health to not leave your house. So if I don't go out to hang out with friends or something, I go to the gym or I like run an errand or something. And the makeup, oh, thank you. Hello, Kamehameha. The no loads refuge orgy again. Command census. Fill out the fucking census. Partake with the census. Thank you, Wilder. Fill them out in good faith for once. Thank you. Has been spent on Genshin. How much money, out of curiosity, have you actually spent on Genshin? Means no loser feuds. Please. Stay inside, coward. No. Who's Hania? She's my friend / mod. What's your record of staying inside? Are we not counting like being sick and stuff? Did you redye your hair? No, it's just more visible when it's partially tied back. Goes to my debt. That's fair. Do you guys have like student debt or anything like that? Out of curiosity. Also look at Big Boy in the back. And can you guys hear the music in the back? But yeah, we're just gonna chill, run our mouths today, bitch, gossip. I'm gonna make a little cocktail at the end of stream to pregame going to this concert. So, you know, yeah, no sickness. $400 on Genshin. I guess in like the time you've been playing, that's not awful. The longest I've ever spent inside, God, I don't know. If it wasn't for when I was sick, and it wasn't a snowstorm or something from when I was a kid, it really could not have been more than like 3 days, maybe 4 during peak COVID. Because I would go outside during COVID to take walks or go running, because I would just go fucking insane if I didn't. On the forum, let you left Hania. She's active enough. Hello, Eunuch. Hello, BFF. Dude, the bike riding question, I can't. I mean, I realized so many of my friends, like these motherfuckers, they're like, I can't ride a bike, I can't swim. I was like, like Ashley just last summer learned how to boil an egg. I'm like, where are your life skills? Okay, sir, I am not your bon guy. Her girlfriend. 80,000 on Genshin Impact. I love staying inside. It makes going outside feel so much more rewarding. I just feel like claustrophobic when I stay inside. 1 month and a half without leaving. How's mini golf? It was a couple days ago. I placed 5th out of 10, which is way better than I thought I would do. But I was beating the fuck out of that ball. Everyone's like, chill. And I was like, I am chilling. Because I'm so heavy-handed. She learned how to boil it like she didn't know how to hard boil an egg. She has no skills. Bon, that is not how you spell it, but close enough cultured. But yeah, Bon means friend in Vietnamese. Con guy or guy means like girl. You know what I mean. But yes, a lot of spicy streams upcoming as well, because the AnimeCon stream is this weekend. Thank you, Thoth. What is up? What if I forgot it? You do not forget how to ride a bike. I literally didn't touch a bike for years, got on a bike and just started riding. I feel like that does not leave your brain. How do you forget? Exactly, you just sit on it and you pedal. I feel like it's actually easier to forget how to swim, though I would still say not easy. Certain times in my life, my mental health wouldn't let me leave the house. Yeah, no, I've understood that. It's just like, luckily enough, even in my most depressed moments, I've had my mom, and my mom is such a health and exercise freak. Like, if she sees I look sad, she's like, get the fuck up and just take a walk. Like, she wouldn't make me run. She'd be like, walk around the block. I'd be like, okay. And I would just sadly take a little walk and come back. And I'd be like, I do feel a bit better. Thanks. And she'd be like, Gross facts, weebs. You're right, bike. You literally just push the pedals. I know. What color are your eyes? My eyes are brown, but I'm wearing like gray tinted lenses. Thank you, Gav, for the sub. I appreciate it. Cheers. Truly the cure. And the mirror audience has been growing the past week. It's been growing the past couple months, per se. What color is your Bugatti? Your Bugatti? Oh my god, you guys want to hear? Okay, so like it's actually super funny. In Vietnamese, like the way they say a lot of luxury car brands is just, it gets incredibly shortened. So I asked my friends, so for example, Mercedes, it literally gets shortened to because they're trying to say Mercedes, like, so they just say Muck. And that literally is like the slang for Mercedes, like from Mercedes to Muck. So I was like, how do you say Bugatti? And then my friend was like, what the fuck is a Bugatti? I'm like, oh, it's just like it's like another luxury car. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, I think it would just be Bugatti. And I'm like, okay, I'll try. I was like, he's like, there's probably not a real word for it though. And I'm like, okay. So now I know. I think she's Mikasa, my queen. Are you technically a weeb since you're Asian? Yeah, people ask me that all the time. They're like, can you be a weeb because you're Asian? I think it's like less likely, but no. Well, yeah, I guess that's true, Booty. I guess that's true. So I do not know. No, I don't think it's a Sneeko thing that made the growth. I think the two things that have upped the audience lately is one, me going on the cut, and two, earlier time. How do you spell that? I don't even know. I submitted the census. Thank you. Today's my birthday. Happy birthday, A. Swanson. Happy birthday. I hope you aren't as in pain as I will be on my birthday. 50% weave. Top is dope. Thank you. It's from Chu. You kind of look Mexican a little bit. All Asian people. Well, first, Mexican people look so diverse, but all Asian people look Mexican. That's the joke. Especially if you're a Southeast Asian Asian. Sometimes it might be harder for like a really pale Asian person to look stereotypically Mexican. But if you're like a jungle Asian Asian, yes. Very, very common. The PP command has a time down, so someone might beat you to it. Thank you. Yes, of course. I like your dress. It's actually a shirt and a skirt, but thanks. No, this is literally like actually my tennis skirt. Like I'm going to use it to fuck up some... Actually, I'm going to play badminton. But yeah, fuck up some badmintons come the nice weather. And going outside the world, I guess that's true. Trolling Mexican. My Asian friend in college did not look Mexican. I'm not saying all, but it's a really big joke. Like there's these Facebook groups that were off branches of Subtle Asian Traits, which is like a huge meme Facebook group that was popping a couple years ago when I was in college. That had like millions of members. Like it was like every young Asian person who lived in a Western country. So they had offshoots, and they had this one called Subtle Happy Traits and Subtle Mixed Traits, which was for like mixed Asian people and everything. Mostly Wasians, because that's the most common. And they had this really viral post where people were playing Wasian bingo, right? Like all the things you experience as a Wasian person on a bingo board. And the biggest box in the middle, instead of free space, was "You're Mexican." And everyone was just replying with their boards like X, X, X. Only obedient to me. Hello, South America immigrated from Asia millions of years ago. Oh, not millions of years ago. Modern humans have not been here millions of years ago. It was like 10 to 15,000 years ago. But yes, people from Siberia walked over Bering Strait and then down into the Americas. So there is some visual similarities between us sometimes. But yeah, command census. Deleting Twitch. Not to be political, but I hacked Google Doc and put myself as the favorite mod. Sure. Boy, you don't even spell Google Doc right. How's the skirt? It's very comfortable. I'm excited to play some tennis in it. Nice sparkles on your face. Thank you. They're gems. They're little teardrop gems. Thanks for the follow. Also, if Snack Doc is here, though I don't think he is because he usually says hi. Thanks for the sub. Off stream. I don't know why it's not showing on the board or anything. Furry moment, please. But yeah, fill out the census. If you've been a part of the community for any amount of time, like even like 2 weeks or something, fill out the census. Aggressive voting count. Oh yeah, also, if you guys notice, on the census, I put who's your favorite mod. But I don't want to hurt anyone's motherfucking feelings. And hello, Blanca. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So I'm going to get the answer to who's the favorite mod and then delete that question. Because it's like if I show it in an order, whoever's last will feel bad about themselves. Cat cam when? Cat cam when the cats decide to not move all the time. Cowards show it. I'm not showing it. No. Because you guys want to see it, but then you know, even though people, they're going to be like, oh no, no one cares about those things. You know it. Like, especially if certain people got least favorite, they would be very sad. Fave mod gets a promotion. Mod feelings don't matter. I'll guess what you smell like. I think you smell like rice pilaf, a sunny day, some burnt plastic, maybe like a new car, low-end luxury, and some salt. If you're gonna delete it, because I get the answer then. I just want to see who the favorite mod is. I'm not gonna delete the census, just that one question. Make me a mod so I can be least favorite. They should have thick skin. You know they don't. Like, not that it would ever be Sophie for least, but you know if she got least, she'd be so sad. How many brothers and sisters do you have? I just have a brother. For deleting a question on surveys, basically making research and doing a failed experiment. No, I'm just not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. Overall, you're altering the sample. It's fine. We'll look at everything else. She's always sad. That's her default. Yeah, I'm not trying to make her more sad. Voting so no one loses. I mean, people are still losing. But yeah, fill out the census. Partake in democracy. I filled out the census because I partake in democracy. My statistic matters. Hello, Kudo. Does the census have a network session? Honestly, I should have added something like that, but I'll do it next time. Every time I add, well, this is only the second time I've done it, but every time I add like new fun stuff. Is this a cosplay? No, I'm going to a concert after this actually. How about those who don't? I put an option for I don't care for if you don't want to vote for any of the mods. You're just like, I don't know them or I don't care. Should have filled it out on stream. I guess I could, per se. Maybe I'll fill it out on stream when I do the stream. But yeah, or I'm going to leave the census up for a full week. I have screenshot of boss being homophobe. Boy, shut up. But yeah, it will be very interesting. And you know what I did? So last time I added this thing in where you could write in answers. Like, for example, like I put in like, oh, what's like your ethnicity? And then if you didn't have it listed and you didn't want to click other, you could write it in. But then people really abuse the write-in system, especially for ethnicity and sexuality. So I decided to leave that out. Like, for example, I let everyone write in, like if you didn't feel like I listed your sexuality and you want to click other, you could write in your sexuality. And then people would be like, well, sometimes I like men. And I feel like I like men most of the time because I like dick. But there are a couple tomboyish women in which I feel like I could be horny for. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm just a bottom bitch twink. And I'm like, okay, either click bisexual then or click other bitch. And then it fucks up the graph because then that little slice literally becomes its own slice of the motherfucking graph. And it's so stupid looking. So I'm not allowing freedom of speech like that anymore. I'm tired of it. Sexualize the spectrum, click other bitch. Had so many, I know. Too many writing. I felt overwhelmed. I mean, if you don't want to fill any of the writing out options, just put NA. Thank you, Dictator Serena. Taco Car Center, please. Freedom of speech was a mistake. There is no fucking freedom of speech in this chat, bitch. Only mine. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, and then for the race thing, so many there's a couple people I'm thinking about too. There's like, I literally put an option because a lot of times when I fill out stuff on like census forms, paperwork, whatever, right? I click either they let you check multiple boxes or there's an option for 2 or more. And as a biracial person, I just click 2 or more, right? I mean, that makes sense. But there's so many people who are literally biracial like me, and instead of clicking 2 or more, they'll like literally write in all their little races. They'll be like, oh yes, I'm this, this, and this. Like, no one fucking asked, bitch. Just click 2 or more. And then they fuck up the graph too. Huh? Your pie, I do care about my pies looking nice. I get like really freaky over those charts. 23andMe is correct. Got everything in the world except 2 countries. Ain't no way. Put white 07. Are you into like K-pop stars? LOL. I do like a good amount of K-pop. I grew up listening to K-pop. I'm not as into it as I was when I was like a youngin', but some of that shit still bops. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for the write-ins because it's not like graphed like that for the write-ins, Katana. Also, Katana, switch to your main. I went and made potato salad to embrace my mayonnaise. Oh, that's beautiful. What is your potato salad recipe? I mean, potato salad slaps sometimes if you season it. Order a chicken pizza slice and a pepperoni pie. No, switch to your main. Switch to your main. But yeah, you guys can see me make a little cocktail at the end of stream, though it won't look fancy. But in the future, I do want to do a cocktail making stream because I do cooking streams, right? So why not incorporate a little bit more alcohol into them? And one of my friends used to, well, he does work at a restaurant, but he used to work at a bar or whatever. So he taught me how to make some drinks and everything. My only issue is like, as someone with weak wrists, the shaking of the shaker is kind of hard. I put Asian. I feel like the Middle Eastern option would make more sense for you, but whatever. What kind of music are you into? I like some mainstream stuff. I like some K-pop. I like some EDM, like more sing-songy EDM. It depends. I'm making beef, and it's the first time while cooking beef. I think the pancake, I'm deathly afraid the oil splashes. Hold up a shield. I saw this meme where someone's holding up a fucking SWAT team shield blocking like the splash from their wok. 5 months, I know. It feels like longer. If culture put Asian, I put Asian. I mean, that makes sense. There is overlap for obviously certain regions, you know, like as like an Iraqi person, you could put Asian. You could probably put Middle Eastern. Do you go gym? I do go gym. I haven't been to gym in a while actually because I had a 2-week free trial with ClassPass, so I took a lot of workout classes, which I like more than going to the gym. But I will go back gym after. What kind of shield? A SWAT team shield. Gonna lie and also put Asian. You're literally Latino, bitch. Make it. I want to know the true stats of this chat. Mayo, mustard, bread, butter, pickles, dill, chop, black pepper. Oh, yes, pop off. A simple classic. I love fresh dill. Actually, though this is not what Chinese people do. Vietnamese people put dill on congee, on chow. So good. I just filled out the census. Thank you. I can't change. So, Caucasian. Yes, Caucasian. I'm too scared to help. No, help. No, it's okay. You will not get the fried oil on you. Do not worry about it. Don't wear white when you cook, though. I never wear white when I cook. When was the first census and why did I miss it? The first census was, God, I was living here when I did it, so it was about 6 months ago. And then I was going to wait a full year to do it, but since we've had like a good amount of growth and I feel like the demographics have changed relatively notably, I wanted to see it again. Macaroni salad. Mayo and mustard sounds scary. Japanese mayo would be good. Don't be a beta. It does. I literally have an oil burn on my ankle from the time I was in fucking high school. And I told you that one time I fucking created an oil fire in my kitchen, like a paper towel lit on fire when I was making pasta, so I threw it in the trash can, and the entire trash can, it was like an oily paper towel too, was just engulfed in flames. I fixed it though. Can't wait to see if Chad is gayer. I actually feel like he got less gay. Secret hack to kanji is sesame oil and a century egg. Mental patient. What sample size are you expecting? I'm not fully sure, honestly. So from what I remember of the general demographics last time, I mean, we'll look at it before last time. Why are you cooking paper towels? I wasn't. It was just near the burner. And at home we had like a gas stove and it just caught on fire. But yeah, no, last time we had, the chat was 85% male. It was 30% gay, almost like 29% gay. The biggest racial groups, almost in equal proportion, were white and Asian, but it was relatively diverse aside from that. But yeah, shocking. Wow. The biggest age group was also my age group, the 18 to 24. So yeah, I feel like it's less gay. Me too. We need to make this chat gayer. Bring in the gays. It's almost Pride. over the time stream. We are def less gay. I've been feeling less gay lately, really. Also, no one answered me. Can you guys see the background music? But I think we're more single, really. What even? Last census I had a girlfriend. I still remember saying I was single. Bro, that's disrespectful to your girlfriend. Gay is last year, so we all put straight. No, pig cat. You better, your gay ass better put your gay. I'm gay, I'll help. Yes, thank you, the duck. We can hear the music. Okay, good. Background music is perfect. Thank you. How many people overall? Last time we had 51 people fill it out. I think this time probably more because we have more people, and I'm also going to give the form a little bit more time to marinate, to sit, put straight. As gay as when I first came to stream. Yeah, where did the influx of all the straights come from? If you're a straight person and you've only been here for like, you know, a month or 2 or 3, can you please explain from what hole you crawled out of? As I know, all straight people come from the depths of Earth. I still love that joke that me and Ashley always make where like gay people only come out in June and then they return to the depths of the Earth the other 11 months of the year. I mean, some of our gays don't come as often, like Chris, because Chris is fucking men. They fuck like cicadas. Bro, that is so true. Like, I don't want to stereotype, but every time I talk to any of my gay male friends, because, you know, prior to moving to Seattle, I had, like, a lot of gay female friends, like, a lot of lesbian and bisexual friends, but I didn't have any, like, close gay male friends. When I moved here, I made so many gay male friends, and just hearing about their dating is wild. They're like, yeah, I've been, talking to this dude for, like, you know, like, 2 days, and I'm like, oh, how's it going? And he's like, oh, good, we had sex yesterday, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, you definitely could have gotten killed. You did not take a long time to suss that out, but pop off. I've learned my place, as you should, San. I can put whatever I want, everyone will accept it. Our place at the bottom of the stream pyramid is straights, exactly. As everyone say, an attack on masculinity. Dude, you know what's super funny too? Since like the joke, like the ongoing bit of this stream is like some like very domineering like I'm gonna step on you like type men shit. I always get messages like Whispers, Discord, Instagram, whatever, where it's like, I literally got one like a couple days ago where it's like, you're so hot, I want to be your slave, please tell me to give you bits, my queen. And I always test it to see if they will, because like it can't hurt to test it. So I always just say not like a super high amount, just like, okay, give me 10,000 bits, which is $10 if you don't know. And they never fucking do it. And I'm like, all these dommy mommy loving I want to be a woman slave bitches are all talk. They're all motherfucking talk. Men are horny. Hello, fat horse, to bring stability. Stop linking DMs. Yeah, like he literally means like a sex slave or something like that. But yeah, they're all always talk. They're all always talk. Seriously. I think that Andrew Tate guy is now starting. Oh my god, no, this picture's been made of Ross are so gay. They always make me laugh the way they look at each other. 10k bits is 100 though. 1k bits. Oh, never mind. Whatever. Either way, you know, they're all talk anyways. Might as well get that bag. Well, I just say it because I know none of them are going to do it, and just the meme. I spilled the beef? Like, is the beef on the ground? You just have steak on your ground now? All these fake pay pigs going rampant. For real. For real. Like, I literally know, I know this for a fact, that they go into girls' chats. They're like, oh, like, insult me, I'm a pay pig, call me a stupid fugly slut, it'll give you like $30 or something, and then you do it, they get their nut off, and they don't give the money. Degen, Stolen Valor, if you go to sleep at 5 a.m., I definitely do not, I cannot do that. Just the one piece, it's on the stove. Okay, that's good. What are you eating your steak with? What do you guys usually eat your steak with? Do you eat it with like rice? Do you eat it with like mashed potatoes? Do you eat it like a salad? 300 USD for a tummy rub? You're sick. Professional. They give you bid steak with mash, potatoes, chips. Oh, like fries. Okay. I always grew up eating with rice. And also sometimes my mom cuts it up and she makes this really yummy lemongrass steak with like chili peppers and like garlic and ginger and caramelized onions. Salad or potatoes. Amateur degen. Fork and a knife. All right, you know what I mean. Put on half the amount before you respond. This is true. We eat steak with steak here. What else do you need? I mean, you like having a carb. Rice? What do you mean rice skull emoji? Most of the world, if I had to guess, eats beef with rice. Most of the world is Asian. I hate steak with rice. I mean, you just said you don't really like rice, right? Pig Cat, I'll ship you with someone in chat. I'll ship you with Wolf Knight since he's more regular lately. You guys can have a little romantic picnic or something. Chop suey stuff from a kit. Oh, okay. Hello, professional gaslighter making my entrance. You still haven't explained why you're a gaslighter. Would anyone here call themselves a gaslighter? Oh, guess what you smell like? Pig Cat, I feel like you smell like League, some sawdust, a $1 bill, a little bit of like mango juice. Yeah, I'd go with that. Thank you for the follow. Are you actually gonna play tennis? I'm gonna play badminton when it gets nicer. I mean, I played tennis, like, that was like my main sport when I was a kid. Steak with a baguette, Euphoria theme stream. I'll say a fact about myself. Once I had an Uber driver try and convert me to Christianity. Rice with meat. I eat steak often. I don't eat steak often either because it's expensive. I eat it when I go home to my mommy. What do I smell like? You need to redeem it. Would you ever make it on stream? Maybe in the future, BFF, but it takes a lot of lemongrass processing, and like lemongrass is hard to process, and I'm not that good at it yet. During Globe stream. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. It's just the beard. You have the gaslighter beard. Who's Pig Cat, the mod right here? You didn't slap Levi. Oh my bad. How are you doing today? Good. Oh, I feel energized now that the sun has come out. It was raining this morning. Cultured redeem red flag. I removed red flags for now. Hydrate, cheers. Uber driver kicked me out because he was Muslim and I had alcohol, LOL. Like, were you drinking the alcohol in the Uber or were you just holding it? But are you serious? That's fucking insane. Which is all because, like, one of the literal main things that Uber drivers do is they pick up drunk people who are responsible enough to not drive while they're drunk. The sport of the rich. Oh, I just really enjoy racket sports. Can you spread his cheeks for me? They don't really like, they don't spread that much. Fit check. I'm wearing a tennis skirt from Amazon, a shirt from Chew, earrings from Muxin. I'll say a fact about myself. Let's see. I don't really like rye bread. Oh, you're beautiful, Nugget. And I'll guess what you smell like, San. 2011 used Audi sedan, but not that used. What else? Broken glass, Yoplait yogurt, the blueberry one, an overheated PC. Spank me with a racket, bitch. I'll beat you to death with it. Alcar, even if it's closed. Oh, that's weird. Shirt's upside down. Belt goes around the waist. Oh my god. Please, there's so many men who have never seen clothes before. The whole outfit looks great. Why are your skirts so hot? Because you're horny. Why is that accurate? What does broken glass smell like? I don't know. I was just staring at my mirror. So, hello. Bye, Piggy. In a racket sport. I don't know about that. But yeah, I used to play tennis. I also used to play badminton casually, but I had like tennis lessons when I was like 10, 11. But I think since I have weak wrists, I should go for badminton instead of tennis because there's less impact on it. Handshake. I think you're wearing the belt around the wrong thing. Here they go again. Slap Levi. Iraqi sports? What sports are popular? I'm 0% horny on, for real, on God. You must not believe in God, which is fair, nor do I. But I think the belt is a perfect spot for autoerotic asphyxiation. A lot of people actually die every year from that. But no, for any of the men who have never seen clothes that are more complicated than a t-shirt, this is the style. It is a neck belt, like a choker. Because if I flipped it upside down, first of all, this is not big enough for the waist. And then the shirt would literally be upside down. What a concept, isn't it? You believe in snus? What is that? So condescending because I'm so tired of how many people come here. If you wear anything, even like, you'll wear a sweater with a square neckline instead of, or you'll have something super basic like this, like a cutout. And they'll be like, genuinely, like in the most like socially inept way ever, motherfuckers will be like, what happened to your shirt? I feel like that is wrong. And I'm just like, I literally feel like I'm trying to explain like fashion and clothing to like my 90-year-old like immigrant relatives with one working eyeball. And even then, I think they're better. It doesn't hold the shirt up. The purpose of it is style. That is the purpose of most clothes. A lot of people don't just care about practicality. They care about the look. I'm feeling 100% of people who die from that are men. Autoerotic asphyxiation. Why? Why they come out with this kind of style? Ask the Koreans. Hydrate. Oh, his name is Snus. That's why he says, do you believe in Snus? I see. I can pull off the outfit. Do it, bitch. I bet you could. Happens a lot. Kids would bully me in school for playing basketball with my nails painted. I literally destroy them, as you should. I'll ship you someone in chat. I'll ship you with sand. You know, but there's a hole in your shirt. Yeah, oh my god, I never noticed the hole in my shirt. Really good on you. I'm saying this in a weird romantic or sexual way, just a compliment. Thank you. Thank you for the, so it's okay. Just the compliment, that shirt looks good on you is not a super weird compliment. Nah, who timed me out as a joke? Wait, who did time you out? I don't like that. Oh yeah, I need to come up with more channel points too though. So if anyone has any spicy ones, let me know. I feel like after the sniffing one, my brain kind of went downhill. But you know what this is gonna make me do? Like if I ever meet any of you, and hello, if I ever meet any of you guys in person, I'm gonna be so tempted to, especially if I remember being like, just being like, oh yeah, I shake your hand. I'm just like, just a little bit. Oh god. Someone bedazzled your face. Someone did bedazzle my face. I actually had a third one, but it fell off when I was walking. Bring back ban. I'll redeem what you smell like. Okay, June. I think you smell like rain, wet grass, maybe some basmati, a mid to low end range cologne, and a really hot iPhone charger. Are you going to TwitchCon? Yeah, I think I will. I mean, are there tickets even on sale for it? But I didn't go last year, so I should. Hey guy, he's gonna be in Seattle this year. Oh, I mean, I still haven't checked why he got banned, because no one told me. Why would you sniff us? I wouldn't, I just breathe. Salt, what does salt even smell like? It smells like salt! You've never sniffed salt? Do you think I'm Arab? No, you're South Asian, right? You guys fuck with basmati. Basmati is one of the most fire rices. I do have no sense of smell. I feel like literally if I did this, like if this was you and this is me, right? I would still have a hard time knowing what you smell like. We should kiss. Well, there's this guy in chat and his name is Hania's Cream Cow and he loves kissing men. So, if you hit him up, he will bend you over and give you a deep, deep smooch. Educate as I do. You must like crack. Just because I live in Seattle, okay, doesn't mean I like crack. Let's not be silly. But no, I literally have those in my house at home. We have those Salt Rock lamps. And I always used to sniff them as a kid. I used to ASMR tap my little fingies on them. I gave them a lick. I won't kiss strangers. I'm going to say my name. Mid to low, a hot iPhone charger. You look ooh-woo. Thank you, Sophie. Thank you. Command census. Fill out the census. Do you like crack? I, in fact, am not a fan of crack. I wouldn't say I dabble in drugs that much. Oh my god, why did I get a Snapchat? Literally, I only use Snapchat to take pictures of my cat still. Okay, god. Mean she likes heroin? No, I don't live in San Francisco. Okay, that could be a different thing. Okay, from time to time. I mean, a lot of people do coke on the reg, and coke and crack are like the same thing, but not for me. Not for me per se. I'll guess what you smell like, diving host, divine ghost. I think you smell like the ocean, PetSmart, maybe like a really oily keyboard, a freshly printed newspaper, and a fridge. Yeah. The H is silent, Snapcat. I inherited the smell like nothing gene from my dad. Yeah, a lot of people have that. Dropped a can and a half of open tomato sauce. Dude, you're really like failing at the cooking. Coke is for addicts with class. I mean, it's just given a classier reputation. But I know a lot of people who partake in Coca-Cola. And I wouldn't say they're all classy. I guess some of them could come off as classy. But I definitely wouldn't call them all classy, per se. Here, smell like drugs. You fail with no shine. I have no idea what he's saying, but pop off. But yeah. Why do you know so many? Because I am a young person in my 20s. Coke makes you skinny indeed. And cock loves making friends with Coke fiends. No, it's just most people, especially if you hang out with either. So if you're in college, if you hang out with anyone who is in any sort of frat or sorority, or anyone into like finance, that's a big thing for them. People who rave a lot, which is really common amongst like young Asian people, that's a really big thing for them. Yeah, a lot of tech kids like it. Yeah. See. So sometimes you're just like chilling. I'm like at a party and I just see some people scurry into the corner. I'm like, okay, y'all have fun over there. Oh, yeah, cooking today. Or you see like 6 people walk into a bathroom and you're just like, ah, yes, I know what they're gonna do. I hope they don't die from a fentanyl overdose. 2 foods are salted perfectly alone, but together it's way too salty. Indeed. What combo are you thinking of? Do you smoke the devil's lettuce? I don't smoke at all. I'm asthmatic and I hate weed. Once again, I'm fine with people doing weed. I just hate weed for myself. Same, I don't know anyone. Depends on what kind of social circle you're in and also where you live. Like, I'm sure in different countries it's different. My friend-in-law says they do hella Coke too. Yeah, a lot of people do. Hello 45. I love to rave. I also, what EDM do you like? Daily tech preference. No one abuses fucking substances like tech kids with social skills. There's like the ones who don't have it and the ones who do have it. But the ones who do have it, they love abusing everything because they have a lot of money, right? So like they just be going crazy sometimes. Cheers. Ew, finance. I agree. Curry and a chicken thigh, yummy. I was actually literally about to make curry chicken thighs probably tomorrow. What is a friend-in-law? That I was wondering that too, but I decided to not. I was just like, whatever. It hot today? Is it hot? Where are you? Did you say you were in Texas or was that someone else? Right now, for me, it is 44, so not that warm. I just noticed, yes, it's Levi's ass. But yeah, Coca-Cola, not for me. But it was always really funny. Oh, actually, another industry it's really big in is the restaurant industry. Like, that's why I always say, like, if you work in the restaurant industry when you're in college or like a little bit of after college, that's fine. But like, don't get sucked into it because the restaurant and bar industry has such a huge party culture around it. And I feel like it's kind of hard to get out once you get in and everything. And it's kind of just like this repeat cycle where you like earn this money, but then you use it on like all that type of stuff like that. 94 in Texas. They defund the police in Seattle. I'm actually not sure. I've only lived here for a little bit. What if you're a professional chef? I think that's different. I'm talking about being like a server or a bartender. But yeah, like when I worked in the restaurant industry, so many people did Coca-Cola. Originally had coconut. Apparently it did. Oh, hello, Edgar. I saw this TikTok of Edgar's in Paris. It was funny. They were just jumping around. When you're going for the sear, I see. Despite them denying it. Yeah, I mean, probably did. Line cooks are crazy. Yeah, so that was the anecdote I was getting to. There's this dude, and his name was... it was something with an M. Anyways, like, when one place I worked, it's like most of the people who work in the kitchen, they only speak Spanish, but I, like, have, like, casual Spanish. So, like, we would vibe, you know, we'd, like, joke around. Like, I can't, like, super in-depth talk to them, but, you know. And, like, the soda and drink machine was over the cook's counter. So if they ever wanted something, instead of walking all the way around, they would just be like, yo, can you get me, like, a Coke? Can you get me a Sprite? Whatever. So the dude would always come up to me and play a joke on me because he wanted Coke. But instead of saying, like, in Spanish, like, hey, Serena, can you get me some Coca-Cola? He'd be like, hey, can you get me some... And I would just be like, oh God. Okay, yeah, sure. I was a line cook before. I used to work at a restaurant. I hated it. I do casual French with my hairdresser. Hey, nice. French. I've heard the story. Indeed, yes, you've been here for a while. But yeah, and also I think it's because a lot of people, like ravers, like ABGs, ABBs, they like Coke a lot. And a lot of them, like when they're in college, they'll work at like a bar, they'll work at a restaurant, all that. I've never tried it. Yeah, don't. I mean, like, there's no point. Also, there's a lot of fentanyl lacing issues. Casual English and Twitch sometimes, well, your English sounds fire, so pop off. I feel like the way that, like, people who are ESL work on Twitch is they're either like, oh my God, so sorry about my English, like, I'm just learning it so bad, and it literally sounds perfect. Or it's like the opposite, and they're like, why aren't you understanding me? Like God phobia. Every 2 weeks or 3 years inside our restaurant, $150 every 2 weeks, bitch. You were property. Like, how'd that even happen? Dick in hand. Yeah, I mean, because people ask about the worst date story. I repeated it 3 times. We're not doing it again. To never tell it again. Okay, I'll remember exactly what you've heard. Yeah, I wouldn't trust it with a Fent. Nor would I. Nor would I. It's been popping lately. So, I actually heard. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say that. I feel like I say a lot of shit to stream, and I'm honestly fine with saying most things. But every now and then, I'm about to say like a little anecdote or something, and I'm like, maybe I'll store this away in like the 5% of things I don't say. You know. Have no minimum wage if you make tips, bro. That's fucked. Don't be shy. I guess not that loud. Well, I put my 2 weeks notice in the restaurant immediately. My boss was like, I can give you 500. 500 in 2 weeks is abysmal. Unless you're literally only working like 3 shifts. Use this as your personal diary. I mean, it's fun. Aren't the things I talk about more entertaining than someone just like, how's your day? How's the game? Da 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 da. Even a tiny amount. Yep, exactly. In the supply chain, it can fuck you up. The loose goose type of banter. Loose goose banter. That's funny. I'll tell my mom that term. Guys wearing jean shirts. I've actually never really thought about that much. You know, I'm going to say for now, no strong opinion. Probably depends on how it's styled and everything. My English is like 8-10. Your English is like perfect. Now I work at the sheet metal factory. Well, I hope it plays better than the restaurant. Is there less homeless people because of that? Because the fentanyl overdosing? No, I don't think they're dying to the point where like you can literally notice on the, maybe statistically there is, but like it's not like I look out on the street and I'm like, oh, there's less crackhead. That's so sad, bro. Oh my god. Not yet. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I know like some people do like micro dose fentanyl and they live, but yeah. Don't do drugs, kids, for the most part. My English is like a 1 out of 10. Yeah, I'd agree, bitch. What about Kai and just jean shirts? He could wear anything. But no, here's the thing. Like, you ever see people who are really attractive and then you look at their outfit, right? And you're like, is that a good fit or are they just like really hot? Because a lot of times I see like famous people like wearing like kind of like a questionable fit, right? I'm not talking about questionable creative because sometimes there's fits, they're very creative, even if it's not your vibe, like you can really respect it. But I'm just talking about questionable, right? And then I'm like, oh, nice fit. I'm like, wait, they might just be hot. Okay, that's better, Hawk. Evil government. I'm high on life. Facts. Don't do drinks for the most part. It's a joke. They're just hot 100% a lot of the times. The hotness that makes the fit good. Yeah, I mean, that is the thing. You know, at the end of the day, people who are more quote-unquote conventionally attractive look better in clothes. Especially if you're, like, long and tall. Because sometimes I'm like, yeah, cute fit. And then I'm just like, oh no, it's not gonna look good on regular people. Oh, from EXO. From the K-pop group. He's like my celebrity crush when people ask me that question. Taking care of hair, makeup, and clothing. Oh, totally, of course. From Drip, Vegetarian, Dragon Ball Z, Kai. I didn't even know there was someone named that. I'm short, though. That's fine. Short people can still look good in a lot of clothes. I would just say the only thing that short people should mostly shy away from is, like, turtlenecks and, like, long coats. And everything. What does Kai mean? Well, in Viet, the name means, like, ocean. But, yeah, turtlenecks and long coats. Because I feel like they cut you off, right? And if you don't have like that added length, it makes you kind of look shorter. 5'8" isn't really that short. It's the average height for a lot of men in a lot of different countries. I mean, in the US, it's only 5'9", in Canada, it's only 5'10". Small average man height, yeah, like the only place you're gonna be really short as a 5'8" man is if you go to like those Northern European countries where everyone's a motherfucking giant. Just grow, just chug that milk. Never have to wonder why I look good in something. No, ugly people can still look good in stuff. Netherlands, Sweden. Short people are not valid. Jungkook Calvin Klein campaign. Oh my god. He looks fucking... The Jenny one is super good too. Netherlands average height 6'1" for men. Yeah, and isn't it like 5'7" or 5'8" for women? Yeah, I have like this acquaintance that's this adopted Korean dude that grew up in Norway, and he's around my height. So he's like 5'7", 5'8", maybe like a little bit taller than me. And he's like, yeah, I'm as tall as all the women I know. And I'm like, damn. If you're 5'8", I'm not quite 5'8", but I'm still taller than most women. Oh, hello, Strawberry. How are you doing? What is up? I really like my height because it's tall, but it's not super tall. Like, I can see things going on, but I'm not, like, really peering over things. But I still can't reach the back of my top fucking shelf in my closet, which angers me deeply. Just vibing at work. What do you do for work? You also don't need to answer if you don't want to. But yeah, I'm like, who is this made for? Hello, Jummy. Here in the USA have growth hormones. Make it to the... Oh, dude, bro. Everything in the USA has growth hormones. Nice height fashion-wise. I do security. Oh, shit. Have you ever had, like, any, like, wild stories where you have to, like, beat someone with a baton or some shit? Hello, Green Ninja. How you been? I've been good. Oh, hello, La. Should I just call you La Loud? I like that dolphin emote, even though I fear dolphins. I got launched by a dolphin once. I swam with dolphins in Mexico when I was 12 on a family vacation. Their names are Mario and Bella. And there's this thing they do where they get under you and they kind of push you in the water. But since I was literally 12, so like 80, 70, 80 pounds, like when the dolphin tried to push me, it just fucking yeeted me across the ocean pool. And I was like, wee, and then I fucking face planted the salt water. You on Addy yet? My appointment is tomorrow. It got moved back a week because the doctor had something to do. So that tomorrow I'll get my eval, and then assumably I'll get a prescription, unless it's like a long-winded process. My main doctor did tell me getting like psychiatric care in Seattle is more of a bitch than the average place, so. On a brand campaign. Yeah, because of the Calvin Klein thing, I know. Thing far is a guy having a heart attack, but that's about it. Did he die? Holy shit. Like, what happened? Male dolphins are on the register? They are. I can take out a dolphin? I don't know if you could. Posture check. I also saw dolphins and reef sharks. Their skin is like sandpaper. I thought the dolphins were quite smooth and slippery. And I enjoyed touching their smooth and slippery bodies. It's just like when I touched snakes when I was a kid. But no, I wasn't. Now I don't think I know how I feel about swimming with dolphins because I feel like they should be free, being demons out in the ocean. But I was like a child then. I don't know. My mom just fucking booked it when we were in Maya Riviera, which is next to Cancun. Regional as sanitation manager. Dude, you'd be switching jobs so frequently and everything. My food's almost done. Bye, duck. Good luck with your steak and tomato sauce. Dolphin braids I have not. I'll guess what you smell like. I feel like you smell like an old PC, a 2017 MacBook, an H&M, maybe like a Shake Shack, and then a Chobani Flip, the key lime pie flavored one. There you go. And all my coworkers are just acting on. Basically, this guy fell to the ground. Someone was giving him CPR. He's doing fine now. I'm glad he did not die. Holy shit. I enjoyed to touch their slippery bodies. Well, they had some slippery dolphin bodies. Honestly, with how fucking pervy dolphins are, they probably enjoyed my 12-year-old ass touching their dolphin bodies. If anything, those motherfucking dolphins should be on the register. I got chased by a shark. Holy shit. I told you guys that I encountered a shark in real life, right? A couple years ago. Was a sandpaper one. This was a while ago. Oh, okay. Also, remember to fill out the census. Command census. But no, yeah. I did see a big sharky boy. It was when I was in the Outer Banks with my friends, and me and Ashley, we were just in maybe like waist deep water. And the water there, it's not like, like Cancun or Hawaii level crystal clear, but it's not like super murky Upper East Coast water. Like it's like a clearish, medium kind of emeraldy green. So my point is that it's not like completely opaque. And we're just chilling in the water, talking, like bitching, just like what we do. And then the wave rises up, and it's pretty gentle water today. A wave rises up, and in the wave I see a full outline of a shark, right? Like it's not coming toward us, it's swimming parallel to the shoreline, and it's maybe like 20-30 feet away from us. But yeah, full outline of a shark. Not massive, but not small. I would probably say it was like 7 feet, so definitely bigger than us. What kind of shark? I don't know. Judging by the shape, I'd probably say bull, or I think bull from what I know about sharks. Like it wasn't a great white. It didn't have like that fat belly, assumably. And hello, AJ. And then like I was facing it, right? And then Ashley's back was it, and she was facing me because we were talking. And she's like a panicker, right? Like she's not like a under pressure person. Whereas I think I'm pretty good at being under pressure. So then I just looked at her. I was like, "Ah, let's go to shore." And she's like, "Oh, why?" And I'm like, "No. I'll tell you later. Just go to shore." I just like gently grabbed her. I'm like, "Come." And she's like, "What? It's so nice." I'm like, "No. Just come here." Thank you for the follow. And then the second we got out of the water, I was like, "There's a big motherfucking shark in there." San Jose Sharks. That was genuinely scary. It shook me. It did shake me. Had so much fun, got drunk as fuck. Oh, what'd you do? Thank you, Plizzy, for the follow. Hello, Diablo. But yeah, and then we just laid in bed that night, like staring up at the ceiling. We were like, yo? Because like, I have such an over fear of sharks. I love the ocean. I love the ocean. If it wasn't for sharks, I'd swim across the whole motherfucking world. And I know it's so statistically unlikely to get attacked, but they still give me... I'm more afraid of the anxiety they give me than the shark itself. So actually, for the first time in my life, in real life, excluding like an aquarium or whatever, seeing a big ass motherfucking shark, I was like, but I still be raw dog in the ocean. It is my happy place. That is cool. Have you ever encountered a snake? I have. I actually had like a biblical snake encounter. How is it different than a dolphin? I mean, it looked like a shark. I've seen dolphins. I'm Batman. Plizzy, I don't know what you're saying, but pop off. Curry style. I know that shark fin soup is produced really badly, so I didn't want to eat it. Have you ever been to Hawaii? I have when I was a kid. Doesn't splashing around attract more sharks? We weren't really splashing. We just kind of like waded out of the water. I mean, like I said, we were only waist deep. Biblical, did it talk to you? No, it just felt like really like weirdly. I mean, obviously I'm not Christian or any religion of the book, but it's like there's this trail by my house where I grew up, like my childhood home, called the Nature Trail. That is what we called it, and it's just this black pavement trail that kind of weaves through the center of the neighborhood, and one end's at a park and one end is near my house, and it has these, you know, big tall like skinny trees, which are just like kind of the trees we have in Maryland, circling around it. And you know, when it's fall and winter, you can see the houses on the other side of it. It's not super thickly forested. When it's summer and the leaves are in like their full bloom, the foliage is so thick that you can't see through it. It looks really cool because it feels like you're walking through like the center of like a deep forest. And this one time I was walking to the park and I was only like 5 or 6, and I was just like walking on the trail, whatever. And then I stop and there's this, and we don't have super big snakes in Maryland, so I theorize it was like a pet snake maybe. And I don't live like in the fucking boonies, but there's this big ass snake, at least big to a kid. I would probably guess it was like 6 feet long and maybe like this girthy. It was a relatively girthy boy, and it was dead there, and there were like literally like fucking like 100,000 ants eating it alive and ripping it apart. And there was no one around, and it was like silent out, and I was just this little child staring at that like gruesome ass sight, and I was just like, you said it was dead though, but that's why it just felt weird, you know what I mean? Like it was uncanny because like we don't have those types of snakes so I'm like, where did it come from? It probably was a pet, but it felt weird. Nature is metal, traumatic. It didn't give me trauma, but it just like, it was so out of place for like the biome that I grew up in. Got eaten by sharks? People have gotten eaten by sharks. What color was it? It was jet black. It's like a black fucking snake. That's why I didn't see it for a second, because the pavement is black, the snake is black, the ants are black. So yeah, it was like the dead of summer, and then I just was like, I ain't dealing with that shit. Turned my little ass around and went right back home. I was like, I'm not going to the swing set today. No. That scares me. So they're fucking huge, the sharks. What scares me even more than the attack is the anxiety you would feel when you would see a shark coming up to you and know you're not fast enough to escape it. Do you go to therapy? I have gone to therapy before, not for the snake, but I don't go at the moment. It would be cool to go again. I don't think I'm in a point in my life where I need it, like, stand out compared to other points, but like it's like a nice luxury to have. Thank you, filthy delinquent. I'm going to a concert after this, hence the fit. But yeah, so it was weird. It was a weird experience, a biblical experience. Ha 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 ha. Like when I swam in the Dead Sea, and I swam for over an hour to get out to this island that was completely made of completely white salt rock with a dead tree in the center of it, right on the border of Jordan and Israel. It took a really long time to swim there. And it was not fun, but it felt cool sitting there. Sea creatures look one way, but the texture is usually off. Whose concert? I'm going to a Keshi concert because I got a free ticket from a homie. Feel better afterwards. Do you want to talk about why you had therapy back then? Oh, I mean, I was just like incredibly depressed when I was like 12 to 14 per se. So I feel like it was good. My first therapist was shit, but my second one was lit. Bia, if you ever see this, which you won't, you're my bitch. Even though you're only 4'10", I respect you. What country were you in to swim there? I was in Israel. I killed a couple snakes mowing lawn. That's so sad. I don't enjoy killing snakes or anything. I still remember when one of the dudes who was working on our garden beheaded a baby garden snake right in front of me. I would not. I was still traumatized. You went to Israel? I did. I am not pro-Israel, but I have been to the country. Indeed. I feel like I have to give that disclaimer every time because, at least in the past, maybe when it was more popping in the media, it's not like I was popping in the media anymore. People are like, oh my god, you've been. I'm like, just because you have set foot on the land of a country does not mean you agree with their government, you know. That men without beards are not man. I do. Well, I mean, I don't like beards at all, so. I'm getting the Glock. No. Stay in England, bitch. Y'all don't got it shit there. Hello, Bowser. Oh, Dreidel. I made it out of clay. And when it's dry weather. Okay. Who do you go to Israel with? I got a free trip to go to Israel because my white side is Jewish or somewhat Jewish. Even though I've never seen a gun in my life. Yeah, I was like, you live in England. You probably haven't seen many guns in your life. But yeah, pretty much because you haven't seen mine. No, I just don't like hairy men. It's fine to have a beard. It's just not for me. But yeah, no, pretty much if you are part Jewish, you can get this trip. Your mom is Jewish. My father is part Jewish. No, my mom is a Vietnamese Buddhist woman, so definitely not. But yeah, you can get this trip if you have Jewish blood, because, you know, Jewish is like an ethno-religion. It's not just like a religion. Oh, damn, 45 Hawk. Wolf Knight, haven't we been over this? I am biracial. You, Israel? Yeah, I agree. But anyways, they have this trip where if you have some Jewish blood, at least, you can go to Israel for free. They pay for your flights. They pay for your hotels. They pay for 2 meals a day. They pay for activities. They do literally everything for you. And the point of that trip, and it's funded by the Israeli government, is because they want more Jewish people in the world, and they want you to like fall in love with the country, come back, and breed. I am halfway. What are you confused about? That trip called Birthright is called Birthright, yes. Which, once again, I don't agree with. But, so that's why they do. Because they see you as a investment, essentially, right? So they're hoping that once you go there, you like the country so much that you want to move there and have babies for them, right? And everything, which I obviously don't agree with. So it's a successful investment if they get you to stay there. But if you just go for a free trip, you just rob them. Well, it's not robbery because, like, they agreed to take the chance on you, but obviously I knew, because I don't agree with their government, I wasn't going to be like, oh my god, I love this country so much, I'm gonna go fucking, like, be a breeding cow for it, da-da-da-da-da-da. I was just like, free vacation, rob the regime, whatever, bitch, why not? And then I went, and they wasted their money on me, and I got a free trip. That's that. To fly out all those Jews, babies for country, literally Handmaid's Tale, deadass. I would become a breeding cow. Israeli boys are cute though. What they do as well is, you guys know what an IDF soldier is, so that's the Israeli Defense Force. Halfway through the trip is it's like 12 days, 10 days, I think it was 12 days, whatever, don't quote me on it. They get, because IDF soldiers are like our age, because it's mostly college age kids. Like I went in the summers between my junior to senior year of college. Yeah, they like make you hang out with like 8 IDF soldier kids like half the time. And that's also to try and be like, oh, like apparently they actually specifically try and pick hotter ones to like really convince you, which is surprising because most of ours were not hot, I would say, for sure. They were definitely not even half hot out of the 8 of them. So, you know, whatever. But yeah, so they try and do that as like it's propaganda. It's a like a psyop or whatever. It's a bait, right? It's a bait. You're like, oh my god, wow, this hot IDF girl's paying attention to me. I'm gonna hopefully move to this country and fight in their army for fucked up shit, and hopefully I get to fuck her. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, exactly, fat horse, exactly. But it was actually really interesting to me talking to the IDF soldiers because they had such a huge array of like some of them were so super propaganda, like super like they thought everything they were doing was correct, and other ones were like, I'm just here because I don't want to be arrested. Like the knowledge was very very different between them. Look how sexy our war criminals are, literally. Do you technically always have Israeli citizenship? No. And like they're super desperate now to get more people to come for birthright because like I'm definitely not their ideal. Like I only have a little bit of Jewish blood. It's from my father's side. Traditionally in Judaism, you're only considered a valid Jew if you have it from your maternal side. Mine's from my paternal side. I'm biracial. Like I know they're gonna be like, oh, like Israel's not racist, but they are. They are. We all know that. Like I'm definitely not their ideal one, but like, And I went on like a really like liberal like trip, so most of the kids in my group felt the same way about it that I feel about it and stuff, and we were just like, free vacation, fuck the government. Yeah. So yeah, see any historic sites from the Bible? I did. I was like, oh, interesting, and then I meandered around. Fake Jew. You don't have to be a practicing Jew to go on the trip, actually. You just had to have Jewish blood and not be practicing any other religion, that's not a lie. That's true. I don't practice any religion and I have some Jewish blood. We're some racist to some extent. No, but they're like actually racist. Is there Irish Jews? I'm pretty sure there's probably Jews of most ethnicities overall. So you are not Mongol. Oh god. I guess I don't know. In Harry Potter terms, as a mixed race person, wouldn't I be like a mudblood or something? But yeah, it was. Sometimes I forget that I went on that trip because it was so different than anything I've ever done in my life. So random. So like the people I interacted with. I've never been to a country like that before. It was so weird. It felt like a fever dream. Truly, it was a fever dream. Tell me I had everything except Russia and India. You're a mudblood. I thought you were a Satanist. I do not practice any religion. I practice the religion of kitties. But yeah, I definitely like, and just speaking from a tourist perspective as well, like not about the government, because like obviously you don't, just because you go somewhere doesn't mean you agree with it. I mean, I don't agree with a lot of things the government in the country I live does. But yeah, just from a tourist perspective, I wouldn't say it's like super lit either, honestly. Maybe because I'm like a big food person and I feel like the food was pretty bland. I have a castle. Half-Blood Princess. What year did you go? Oh, shit. I went, so, 2019, I think? 2019 or 2019. It had to be 2019. It was May to June of 2019. Hello, Louie. But I like the weather. I liked being in heat for that long. It was nice and burning hot, but it wasn't humid at all. And I got to sort of almost go to Jordan. Like, I went so high up on a mountain that I got a Jordan cell server on my phone, and I was using like their data or some shit with my roaming. I was like, that's lit, that's cool. Like, can I knock off Jordan, the countries I've been to? Probably not. BC, before COVID. Literally, yeah, we did not know what was hitting us. Go see Petra. I actually almost went to go and see Petra on my own afterwards, but it was kind of complicated. And then especially in a region I'm not super familiar with, I didn't feel like super comfortable, especially as like a lone woman, like traveling alone, even if it's just on like a tour bus and stuff. Like if I was in like like a region I'm more accustomed to, I feel more better about it. Desert Hat, how's the food in Israel? I was not a fan of it because they have a lot of Soviet Jews that immigrated there after, that whole thing happened. And they brought a lot of their cuisine. And as we all know, people from countries that are very cold, where not a lot of things grow, their food is not the most bussin'. So it was pretty motherfucking bland, honestly. Except I told you guys, the frozen yogurt was good. But yeah, like, I went to go to a burger place, and they only put mayo on the burger. They don't even put ketchup, just mayo. And then they also want you to like dip your fries in mayo. I'm like, this is fucking sick. This is mentally ill. A new job, but she's acting super cold. What to do? I mean, like, did you hit it off super deep? It might just be like the day. It might not be that deep. But I do love shakshuka. I make shakshuka all the time. That's like one of my most common breakfasts. I don't care about your burger. Fuck you, Benji. It's bussin'. Kewpie mayo is bussin', but Kewpie mayo is not traditional mayo because it literally has stuff in it. Mayo and fries is actually good. Just like plain mayo. You're just raw dogging your fries with mayo. Sophia Rashada Cuisine. Fuck you, big. Stop saying the names of my uncles, bruh. Mayo and fries is dope. Oh my god. You and Jar Booty alike, bruh. I thought her as a Vietnamese person born in Vietnam would be free from that. But Canada got her. Canada got her. Y'all are sick. But yeah, no, the food was not that good. And like, I love hummus. I love hummus. And they had hummus everywhere in everything, which is great and all. But like, it was never flavored hummus. So it kind of got kind of bland. I was like, can't we put something in the fucking hummus? And then like eating kosher, I'm like not really a fan of personally. And like, pho for breakfast is the best. Facts. Thank you, Overshot. How are you doing?
Hello, internet paternal figure.
Mustard on my fries. European food is bland because the cold climate is not a plant that I've ever seen. Yeah, I mean, obviously the hotter European countries kind of aren't really like that, but still. Hello, risotto. Hello, Godphobia. What is up? Bib. That's all he says.